So what are expert shooting modes? Expert shooting modes are there to allow you flexibility to be more creative and to focus more on your images rather than sit there and fiddle around with all your settings all the time. You want to be able just to jump into that scene and take that picture right away. Hey guys, thank you for joining us today. Welcome to our third installment of our Photography for Beginner tutorials. If you guys haven't checked out our other videos, make sure you go ahead and check those out before you jump onto this one. But if you'd like to start with this one, you're more than welcome. Make sure you check out those other videos. You can do so by clicking right here and it'll take you to those. That way you guys get at least a better understanding of what I'm going to be talking about today. So today's video is going to deal with all the expert shooting modes available on your DSLR. Now, these modes are available on any camera, DSLR camera that you have. So it really doesn't matter what manufacturer you have, if it's Pentax, if it's Nikon, Canon, or any other DSLR that you have. They all function the exact same way. Now, they might be displayed a little differently, or you might access them a little differently, but they all function the exact same way. The first one we're going to start with is going to be manual. Next one is your AV mode, which is your aperture priority mode, your TV mode, which is your shutter priority mode, and your P mode, which is your program mode. Now your program mode is going to be the closest to shooting an automatic setting. It does allow you a little bit of flexibility, but it does limit your ability to be really creative. So that is probably going to be the last one you are going to consider in all these expert shooting modes. But let's go ahead and jump into each one of these modes and let's start talking about them. Okay guys, so here we are outside. We're gonna take a couple of pictures of this little fountain back here, and we're gonna start with our manual mode. We're gonna see how our pictures come out. We'll mess around with the settings a little bit to get different exposures. So I'm gonna hold that shutter button halfway down, see what the camera throws back at me, take a picture with what it tells me. Then I'll take another picture and adjust the settings according to what I think is appropriate for the exposure. All right, so let's take a couple of shots. Okay, so the next mode we're going to try out is our AV mode, which is your aperture priority mode. Again, you're giving up one thing here, and that is your shutter speed. It gives you control of two things: your ability to control the aperture and your ability to control your ISO. So let's go ahead and take two pictures, one with a low aperture, such as a 2.8, then we'll take another one with an f11, and we'll see what our camera gives us as a shutter speed. Okay, let's take a couple of shots. Okay, so that's two down. The next one we got is our TV mode, which stands for your shutter speed. Now this mode, you're giving up the ability to control your aperture. So it gives you control of two functions here. It gives you the control of your shutter speed and your ISO. So let's take a couple of pictures with, let's say, a fast shutter speed of 1000. We'll take another one with maybe 200. And we'll see what the camera throws back at us with the aperture. So let's take a couple of pictures. Okay, so the last shooting mode that we have on these expert shooting modes is your program mode. Now your program mode, you're actually giving up two things here. You're giving up the ability to control your shutter and your aperture. So the only thing you have control of right now is your ISO. So let's take a couple of pictures with this setting and let's see what the camera throws out at us. We'll take two pictures. We'll take one at 100 ISO and we'll take one at 800 ISO. And let's see what the pictures look like. All right, let's take a couple of pictures. Okay guys, so we're wrapping up and I just want to thank you all for tuning in today. I just want to give a big thank you to all our new subscribers and thank you for all our subscribers that have been with us from the very beginning. I do want to remind you guys to check us out on Facebook, Twitter, and Blogger. So if you guys don't have time to watch these videos, you can go ahead and read them. I've got them all written out. On Facebook, I just want to thank you all for liking us on that page. I see a lot of stuff happening there, a lot of people posting their pictures. So if you haven't jumped on there, go check it out. Join the community, post up your pictures, comment on them, allow people to leave feedback on your photos, and also if you guys want me to check out some of your images and give you feedback on them, I'm more than happy to do that. So with that said, you guys, thank you, and we'll see you next episode. Bye.
Okay.